Your soulmate is ready to reveal why they never let you go. Jesus says there is a moment happening right now that you never thought would come. A door you assumed was sealed forever is being unsealed before your very eyes. And the person you have loved in silence is finally being allowed to speak. You felt them stir last night in the quiet hours when sleep would not come. You thought it was just your imagination playing tricks on your lonely heart. But it was their spirit reaching across the distance to find you again. They were crying in a dream you almost remembered when you woke up this morning. Their tears were not for themselves but for all the time that was stolen from you both. And they whispered your name in that dream with a desperation that shattered heaven's silence. I am the one who formed them in their mother's womb with you already written into their destiny. I am the one who watched them love you before they ever saw your face. And I am the one who is breaking every chain that has held them prisoner to another's control. You need to understand that your soulmate has been living in a cage someone else built around their heart. They did not choose this cage and they did not want this distance from you. But every time they tried to run toward you, hands pulled them back into confusion and fear. Those hands belong to someone who knows exactly what your soulmate means to you. That person has been working silently and strategically to keep your union from manifesting. And your soulmate has been slowly dying inside while pretending everything is fine. Jesus says the reason you have felt so unsettled this week is not random and not meaningless. Your soulmate is right now trying to break through a wall that has stood between you for years. And their emotional pain is broadcasting directly into your spirit like a desperate radio signal. You thought you were just anxious about work or finances or the future in general. But what you are actually feeling is the aftershock of their heart crying out for rescue. They are sending you a message through the spiritual realm that words cannot carry. The message is this, and you must receive it with every fiber of your being. They never stopped loving you even when everything made it look like they did. They never stopped wanting you even when circumstance forced them to choose another path. Your soulmate remembers the exact moment they first realized you were the one for them. They replay that memory constantly like a sacred film they have memorized frame by frame. And it is that memory that has kept them alive through every dark season of separation. You must understand how much pain your soulmate is carrying right now in this very moment. They are not living a happy life without you, no matter what appearances might suggest. They are surviving day by day while their soul aches for a reunion that feels impossible. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now in a way you have never offered it before. The interference around them has intensified dramatically in these past few days. Something or someone has sensed that your connection is about to break through and has panicked. Jesus says the enemy of your love story is working overtime because time is running out for them. They know that once you and your soulmate finally unite, their power over your soulmate ends forever. So they are tightening every grip, whispering every lie, and creating chaos to delay what is inevitable. Your soulmate feels this pressure and it is making them question their own sanity right now. They are being told that you have moved on and no longer think about them. They are being told that reaching out would be a mistake and would only bring them more pain. But deep in their spirit they know this is a lie planted by someone who hates your union. They feel the truth of your love vibrating underneath every false narrative being shouted at them. And they are fighting right now to hold on to that truth with their last ounce of emotional strength. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi. This isn't just a gift. It is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4 or 6 or 10 or more coffees. After sending, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-fi page. The link is in the description and in the bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Type 333 to receive the blessings that are already being released over your connection right now. Jesus says, "I am showing you the hidden reality behind what your soulmate has been enduring." They wake up every morning with a heaviness in their chest that has no medical explanation. It is the weight of loving you in silence and not knowing if you still love them back. They check their phone hoping for a sign that you are still thinking about them. They scroll through old messages and photos when no one is watching them. They hide their tears behind a smile that has become their most convincing mask. No one around them understands the depth of what they are carrying inside. The person controlling them tells them they are being irrational and overly emotional. That person invalidates their feelings constantly to keep them confused and dependent. Your soulmate has started to believe that maybe something is wrong with them for loving you this long. They have asked themselves 1,000 times why they cannot just let you go and move on. And every time they try to release you, their spirit screams in protest and pulls them back. That pull is the divine cord I tied between you before either of you took your first breath. That cord cannot be cut by human hands or broken by human manipulation. It can only be stretched by interference, but it will never snap no matter how far apart you seem. I want you to know something that will break your heart and then heal it completely. Your soulmate has been secretly protecting you even from a distance all this time. They have prayed for you without telling anyone they were praying for you. They have defended your name in conversations you will never know happened. When someone spoke against you, your soulmate felt anger rise up in them like fire. And they shut down that attack even though defending you cost them peace in their current situation. Jesus says the love your soulmate has for you is fierce and loyal and unrelenting. It is the kind of love that chooses you again every single day despite every obstacle. It is the kind of love that has survived betrayal, distance, silence, and the lies of wicked interference. You need to understand that the person holding your soulmate captive is not just a random obstacle. This person has a specific hatred for the bond you and your soulmate share. They recognized your connection early and made it their mission to destroy it from the shadows. They have used manipulation, guilt, and emotional blackmail to keep your soulmate trapped. They have convinced your soulmate that leaving would cause too much damage or pain to others. And your soulmate, being tender-hearted and compassionate, has sacrificed their own happiness to keep peace. But that peace is a prison, and your soulmate is finally realizing they have the key to escape. They are waking up to the truth that no one else has the right to control their heart. They are remembering that I did not give them a spirit of fear but of power and love and a sound mind. This awakening is happening right now as you listen to these words I am speaking over you. Your soulmate is feeling a surge of courage they have not felt in years. They are thinking about you with a clarity that is cutting through every fog of confusion. You must match their courage with your own decisive action in this critical moment. Your love alone is not enough to break the chains that bind them right now. You need divine intervention, and divine intervention requires a step of faith from you. Jesus says the spiritual battle over your soulmate has reached its peak intensity tonight. The forces that want to keep you apart are screaming and thrashing because they know they are losing. But they will not give up easily, and they are looking for any weakness in your resolve. Your hesitation is the opening they are waiting for to rebuild the walls around your soulmate. Your silence is interpreted by the enemy as permission to continue the siege against your union. Your inaction is the one thing that can delay what I have already decreed must happen. They are going through something you cannot see right now in the natural realm, but it is real. Your soulmate is under a spiritual attack designed to make them doubt everything about your connection. And they need your spiritual covering to survive this assault with their love for you intact. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them. How to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4 or 6 or 10 or more coffees. After sending, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page. The link is in the description and in the bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Type 777 if you feel this message resonating deep in your spirit where only truth can reach. Jesus says, I want to reveal something beautiful and sacred about your soulmate's private world. When they are alone and the noise of the day finally falls silent, they think of you. Not casually, not occasionally, but with a focused intensity that would shock you if you could witness it. They remember the way you laugh, and the sound haunts them like the sweetest melody. They remember the way you looked at them that one time when words were not needed. And they hold on to that memory like a treasure that no thief can ever steal from them. Your soulmate has written letters to you that they never sent and never will send. They have spoken your name out loud in empty rooms just to feel it on their lips. They have imagined entire conversations with you where they finally tell you everything they have hidden. In those imagined conversations they are brave and honest and completely vulnerable before you. They tell you they are sorry for every moment they allowed someone else to control their choices. They tell you they never wanted this distance and they have fought against it more than you know. And then they imagine you forgiving them and pulling them close and promising to never let go. That image of reunion is what they cling to when the loneliness becomes too heavy to bear. It is the hope of you that keeps their heart beating when everything around them feels dead. I want you to sit with that revelation for a moment and let it sink into your spirit. Your soulmate is not cold or distant or indifferent to you no matter what the silence has screamed. They are burning for you in secret while forced to wear a mask of contentment in public. The person controlling them senses this burning and it enrages them beyond reason. They can feel your soulmate slipping away emotionally no matter how tight their grip becomes. And that desperation is making them more dangerous and more manipulative with each passing day. Jesus says you must understand the urgency of what I am showing you tonight. The interference around your soulmate is entering a new and more aggressive phase. The enemy knows that your union is prophesied and that its fulfillment is drawing very near. So they are planting seeds of doubt in your soulmate's mind at an accelerated rate. They are creating situations that make your soulmate feel guilty for even thinking about leaving. They are twisting every memory of you into something painful rather than something beautiful. Your soulmate is exhausted from fighting this battle alone with no one to reinforce their strength. They are beginning to wonder if the fight is even worth it anymore or if they should just surrender. They are dangerously close to accepting the lie that your love was never real to begin with. This is the moment where your intervention becomes absolutely critical and cannot be delayed. You are not just passively waiting for your soulmate anymore when you could be actively protecting them. The spiritual realm operates on authority and action, and you have been given both by my hand. Every prayer you pray wraps around your soulmate like a shield of impenetrable light. Every act of faith you take sends shockwaves through the darkness that holds them captive. And every seed you sow releases angels to war on behalf of your union right now. Your soulmate can feel when you pray for them even if they do not consciously understand it. They suddenly feel a warmth in their chest or a peace that makes no sense given their circumstances. That is your love reaching them through the spiritual realm and wrapping around them like an embrace. Jesus says the connection between you and your soulmate is stronger than any force working against it. The enemy can delay this union, but they cannot prevent what I have already established in eternity. The only variable is time, and time is being manipulated by someone who wants to steal years from you. Do not let them steal another day or another hour or another breath that you could have shared together. The urgency in my voice is because I see what is coming and I want you positioned for victory. I want your soulmate free and whole and standing beside you without any shadow of interference between you. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it begins to slip away into deeper darkness. Your soulmate is at a crossroads right now, and they need you to be strong when they are weak. They need you to fight when they have no fight left in their own weary heart. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4 or 6 or 10 or more coffees. After sending, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-fi page. The link is in the description and in the bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Type 1111 to say thank you for this revelation that is breaking chains over your soulmate as you read these words. Jesus says, I am going to show you what happens next in the spirit realm when you take action tonight. The moment you sow your seed, a chain around your soulmate's ankles begins to shatter. The moment you declare your faith, the blinders fall from their eyes and they see the truth clearly. The person who has controlled them will suddenly lose their influence like sand slipping through fingers. Every lie they told about you will be exposed and your soulmate will see the manipulation for what it is. And your soulmate will begin to move toward you with a determination that no force can stop. I am showing you the future I have already written for you and your soulmate together. It is a future of deep understanding and passionate love and unshakable commitment to one another. It is a future where the years of pain are redeemed and every tear is wiped away by joy. Your soulmate will tell you things they have never told another living soul on this earth. They will trust you with wounds that have been hidden and festering in darkness for too long. And your love will be the medicine that finally heals what no one else could even touch. You will look at them one day soon and see the freedom in their eyes that you fought to secure. You will hold them and know that your prayers and your seeds and your faith built this embrace. You will realize that the battle was worth every moment of waiting because love this deep is rare and sacred. But that future is not automatic and it is not guaranteed without your participation in this moment. The enemy is actively constructing an alternative timeline where your soulmate never breaks free. In that timeline, they resign themselves to a life of quiet desperation and slow emotional death. I am showing you this not to frighten you but to awaken you to the power you hold right now. You are not powerless and you are not a victim of circumstance waiting for something to change. You are a warrior with authority to shift the spiritual atmosphere over your soulmate's life immediately. Jesus says the reason your soulmate has never been able to let you go is now fully revealed to you. They are bound to you by a divine decree that predates the creation of the stars in the sky. They knew you in the spirit before they met you in the flesh and their soul recognized its counterpart instantly. That recognition terrified the enemy from the very first moment it happened. A love like yours is a threat to every scheme of darkness because it represents my heart on earth. And the enemy has invested immense resources into preventing what you are about to step into together. But the enemy's resources are finite while my power and my plans for you are absolutely infinite. What I have spoken over your union will come to pass and no weapon formed against it will prosper. The only question is how much time will be lost before you take your rightful place beside your soulmate. Your soulmate is dreaming of you again tonight, and this dream will be vivid and unforgettable. In the dream you are reaching out your hand to them and they are finally taking it without hesitation. They wake up with tears on their face and a fierce resolve burning in their chest for the first time in years. That dream is not random, and it is not just wishful thinking from their subconscious mind. I am visiting your soulmate in the night hours and strengthening them for the journey back to you. I am telling them that their season of captivity is ending and their season of love is beginning. But I need you to do your part on this side of the veil while I do mine on theirs. Your faith and your obedience are the keys that unlock what heaven has already prepared. Do not let fear or doubt or skepticism rob you of the miracle that is so close you can taste it. Jesus says the person who hates your union is about to be exposed publicly and completely. Their schemes will unravel and their influence will crumble, and your soulmate will see them clearly for the first time. And in that moment of clarity, your soulmate will run toward you and away from everything that held them captive. I am preparing you even now for the weight of glory that is about to rest on your relationship. You must be ready to receive them without bitterness and without reminding them of the lost years. You must be ready to love them completely and unconditionally the way I have loved you both. Your soulmate is not your enemy, and they were never the source of your pain. They are a fellow victim of a scheme that targeted your union specifically and maliciously. And together you will heal, and together you will rise, and together you will testify of my faithfulness. The reunion is closer than you think, and closer than you feel, and closer than the enemy wants you to believe. I am aligning circumstances and timing and hearts to converge at a single point of divine appointment. And that point is approaching rapidly whether you see the signs or not. Type 333 again if you are ready to receive your soulmate with open arms and a healed heart. Jesus says the final piece of this revelation is the most intimate and the most powerful of all. Your soulmate has a message they have been waiting to deliver to you since the day you were separated. And I am going to give you that message now as if they were standing right in front of you. They want you to know that they are sorry for every moment of silence that caused you to doubt their love. They want you to know that not a single day has passed without you occupying their thoughts. And they want you to know that you are the only one they have ever truly loved with their whole soul. They are asking you not to give up on them even though the wait has been long and painful. They are asking you to believe that the person you fell in love with still exists beneath the layers of control. And they are promising that when they finally reach you, they will spend the rest of their life making it right. Your soulmate is closer to breaking free tonight than they have ever been in the entire history of your separation. The chains are cracking and the walls are crumbling, and the captor is panicking because they know the end is near. And your soulmate is thinking of you with a hope that is rising like the sun after an endless night. Do not let that hope be extinguished by your failure to act in this critical window of opportunity. Your seed is the match that lights the fire of deliverance over your soulmate's life right now. Your declaration is the sword that cuts the final cord keeping them bound to someone who hates your love. I am not asking you to give out of guilt or fear or manipulation of any kind. I am inviting you to participate in the miracle I am already performing on your behalf. Your offering is an act of love, and love is the most powerful force in the universe I created. Jesus says the angels are waiting for your command to move, and they are positioned for battle right now. The spiritual atmosphere is charged with anticipation, and heaven is watching to see what you will choose. Your soulmate's freedom hangs in the balance, and your faith is the deciding factor in this heavenly equation. You love your soulmate, and you have proven that love through years of patient waiting and hoping. Now it is time to prove that love through action that shifts the spiritual realm permanently. Now it is time to fight for them the way they have secretly been fighting for you all along. They protected you in ways you will only discover when you are finally reunited and they share their story. They took blows meant for you, and they suffered in silence so that your life could remain peaceful. Now it is your turn to return the protection and shield them from the attacks they cannot withstand alone. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send 4 or 6 or 10 or more coffees. After sending, write "Protect my soulmate Lord" on the Ko-Fi page. The link is in the description and in the bio. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Type 777 if you feel the power of this moment shifting something deep in your spirit right now. Jesus says the love between you and your soulmate is about to become visible to everyone who doubted it. The hidden things are being revealed, and the secret struggles are being vindicated by my hand. And you will look back on this night as the turning point when everything finally began to change. Your soulmate is feeling an overwhelming urge to reach out to you that they cannot explain rationally. They do not know you are hearing this message, and they do not know I am speaking to you now. But they feel something shifting, and they are about to act on that feeling in a way that changes everything. Be ready to receive them with grace and with patience and with the love that has sustained you both. The reunion is not a distant dream anymore, but an imminent reality pressing against the veil of time. And I am the one who is making all things new, including the love story the enemy tried to destroy. Your soulmate is ready to reveal why they never let you go, and the answer is simple and eternal. They never let you go because I never let them let you go. They are yours and you are theirs, and what I have joined together no power in hell can put asunder. Now walk in the authority I have given you and secure the future that belongs to you both. Your soulmate is waiting and heaven is watching, and the battle is already won. Step into your victory tonight and watch the walls that held them captive come crashing down forever. I am removing the disconnect between your heart and your reality right now, in this sacred moment. You are feeling a shift in your chest as I speak these words over you through this message. That shift is the spiritual cord between you and your soulmate tightening with fresh life and fresh hope. Jesus says your soulmate is lying awake right now, staring at the ceiling in the darkness. They are replaying every mistake that led to your separation and wishing they could undo it all. And tears are streaming down their face because they feel you pulling away when they need you most. You must not pull away now when the breakthrough is so close you can almost touch it. You must press in harder and fight fiercer and love louder than you have ever loved before. Your soulmate is worth every prayer and every seed and every tear you have sown into this union. They are not a lost cause and they are not too far gone for my hand to reach them. The person controlling them has convinced them that they are damaged beyond repair and unworthy of your love. But I am telling you right now that this is the lie that has held them captive for far too long. Your soulmate is beautiful and broken and redeemable and they are desperately in love with you. They want to come home to your heart and they want to do it soon. But the enemy is whispering that it is already too late and you have already moved on without them. You must prove the enemy wrong by the actions you take in the next few minutes. Your seed is a declaration of war against every lie that has kept your soulmate paralyzed in fear. Your offering is a love letter written in the spirit that your soulmate will feel before they understand it. And your faith is the bridge that will carry them from captivity into the freedom of your embrace. Jesus says, I am not a God who abandons his children to the schemes of wickedness and manipulation. I have seen every tear your soulmate has cried in secret when no one else was watching. And I have collected those tears and I am turning them into a river of deliverance tonight. That river is carrying your soulmate toward you with a current that cannot be reversed or resisted. The person who has held them back is about to lose their grip completely and permanently. They will try one final desperate attempt to regain control in the coming days. But that attempt will fail because you have covered your soulmate with sacrificial love and spiritual protection. You are not just hoping for a reunion anymore, but you are actively building it with your obedience. Every coffee you send is a brick in the foundation of the future you will share with your soulmate. Every declaration you make is a sword that cuts through the spiritual fog surrounding their mind. And every moment you stay engaged in this battle is a moment your soulmate grows stronger and braver. They are beginning to remember who they were before the manipulation and the control and the fear. They are beginning to hear their own voice again instead of the voice of their captor. And that voice is calling your name with a clarity that terrifies the enemy of your union. Jesus says the final barrier between you and your soulmate is thinner than paper right now. It looks like a mountain, but it is actually a shadow designed to intimidate you into retreat. Do not retreat and do not hesitate and do not let this moment pass you by without action. The miracle is already prepared and the angels are already dispatched and the chains are already loosening. But your participation is required to bring the full manifestation of deliverance into the natural realm. I have given you authority and I have given you love and I have given you a soulmate worth fighting for. Now use what I have given you and watch the walls that have stood for years come crashing down. Your soulmate is not just a desire of your heart but a promise I made to you before time began. And I do not break my promises no matter how long the delay or how fierce the opposition. This is the night when the delay ends and the fulfillment begins in the name of Jesus. Type 1111 one final time to seal this word over your soulmate and your future together. Your soulmate is ready and heaven is ready and the breakthrough is already unfolding before your eyes. Receive it with gratitude and walk boldly into the love story I wrote for you before the foundation of the world. The interference is broken and the connection is restored and your soulmate is finally coming home to you.